This is Ken Kush with YorkNewsTimes.com. On Wednesday, May 14th, Exeter-Milligan junior Maitlyn Thomsen qualified for two events at the Nebraska State Track Meet to be held in Omaha on May 23rd and 24th. However, 3 days earlier, track was probably the farthest thing from Maitlyn's mind, as her and her family rode out not one, but two twisters that hit the Cordova area on Mother's Day. I had the opportunity to sit down with her on Tuesday morning and talk about her experience.
First, we were planning on having a Mother's Day gathering between my parents, me, my foreign exchange student Anna. My dad's mom and dad were coming over, and so was my brother and his girlfriend. And we were out, they were outside grilling in the garage. And we all went out there because we knew it was sort of bad outside, so we were all watching it. And as we were watching it, the TV in the garage said, "If you're in the Cordova area, get in your basement now." And so we figured we should probably get down there, so we grabbed some blankets and stuff and our dog, and we went in the storm cellar, closed the door, and it just started right after. And you always hear, it sounds like a freight train. You couldn't hear any of the wind as it was going on. All you could hear was just stuff falling and breaking and just everything hitting the ground above you, and all you could hope was that it just didn't fall on you. And after that happened, after the first tornado, we went to see what was happening, and my dad opened the garage door to the garage that was connected to the house, and I thought maybe I'd see the door or part of the garage anyway, because I knew like some of the house was gone, but all you could see was the sky from the bottom of the stairs. And that's just when, I don't know, we all started crying and stuff, and then we had to go back down eventually for the second tornado, and after that was over, we just started collecting stuff.
Is that the first tornado that you've ever been through?
Yeah.
Is that the most frightening experience that you think you've ever gone through?
Yeah, most definitely.
So the tornado goes through. Did you guys go out and start looking for things in the fields? And was the house completely destroyed?
I mean, after the first tornado, we got shoes and then we had to go back down. But once we came back up after the second tornado, we stayed around the house area. We didn't go into the fields to look for stuff yet. But my room and Anna's room were both downstairs in the basement, and it's amazing, like they were basically untouched. Mine was just having water leaking, but Anna's was untouched. And then we were just lucky because every room upstairs was just destroyed, except you would walk in through my parents' doorway and you wouldn't even know a tornado went through there. Theirs was just untouched. It was unbelievable.
You talked a little bit about going back to school on Monday. You had to compete 3 days later in districts. Was that maybe something that kind of helped you to kind of get through things, knowing you had to compete and get ready for district track?
I think it was just like, it helped to make me realize that it's going to get better. I mean, I was already going back to my everyday life, and my mom told me, you know, this track meet is not about a tornado. I don't care what people say to you, what people ask you. Today is not about the tornado, it's about track. So that's just what we did.
How difficult was it to compete on that Wednesday?
I mean, I thought it was going to be more challenging, but there were just so many people around that, like, if you needed anything, they would be there to support you, and there's just so much support and love there. It was good.